Hello guys, it's me, Booty, and this is Starcraft 1. This is Starcraft Brood War. Isn't that ridiculous? Alright, so those who don't know, basically, Blizzard has this thing. It's called the Starcraft Brood War, Starcraft 1 remake thing, whatever. It's fucking awesome, and it's badass. I'm a huge fan of Brood War. I've grown up with it, man. It's like one of my all-time favorite games of all time. I would play it all the time, especially the campaign and the single player. I didn't really play the multiplayer. I did games against the AI as a kid, but that was pretty much it. And to be honest, most of the time I just cheated and did shit like Show Me the Money and Black Sheep Wall, I think it was. But yeah, a lot of good times, man. Right, I'm not used to this interface. I think this is actually the normal one. I wish they had like a message log, that would be kinda nice. Yeah, so this remake is supposed to be... It's supposed to add new graphics, but this guy's gonna tell us that apparently it's something you buy. I'm not entirely sure how true that is, but I guess time will tell. I didn't really research it that well. I saw the trailer, but that was pretty much it. And this guy, he's just a random guy I found online. They don't really have, like, a proper matchmaking system at the moment. It's just kind of a generic multiplayer interface of, open games, popular games, that kind of jazz. So yeah, I've never played Brood War multiplayer. That said, Starcraft 2 does help me a little bit with reaction times. And getting a general sense of how I should be playing, like what the fundamentals of the game are, make workers, spend your money, yada yada yada. Obviously the metas are completely different. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to do this. Now, I never watched professional Brood War either, so I don't really have much basis whatsoever for how the multiplayer worked back in the day, or how the meta worked. I guess I did see a couple Day 9 VODs a long time ago. It was like a year or two ago. Maybe that's not that long, but whatever. Yeah, this was my first game, as the chat says. I'm not the biggest fan of Zerg vs. Zerg in Starcraft 2, but... And I feel like this matchup in Brood War may not be that great either, because from what I can understand, it's basically mass lane mutalist wars. That's the general meta. I have no idea how viable, like, hydralisks are or anything like that. I guess I gotta play enough games to find out. And I can only assume that both of us are total noobs. I'm a noob. This guy didn't really seem to know what he was doing. I don't think he even expanded. I don't even know these maps at all. And I'm really not used to the idea of, oh, you're not allowed to see the map at all. So I don't know where the expansions are. So basically, I had to take a drone and just kind of run it around and do this. But anyway, enough of that shit. So what is my game plan here? So I'm just getting up some drones at the moment. From what I can understand, you don't need to spend as much time droning as you do in StarCraft 2. There's not a number over the hatchery like there is in StarCraft 2. So it's a little bit tougher to know when you should stop. But from what I can understand, I could be totally wrong, but I think the efficient quote-unquote number of workers is like 1 drone per mineral patch, maybe? And anything more than that is considered oversaturation. But I don't think it completely messes up your income to have oversaturation, does it? Like, it can still be kind of useful. So this guy, basically he does this one base mutalisk cheese. I don't think yeah, this is gonna be my first time seeing him. I don't think I even know... Yeah, I don't even know the starting positions on this map. So I'm just kind of running around with like a chicken with my head cut off. This guy doesn't seem to really understand the maps either. So that's good. One thing I was trying to do is get my +1 missile attack. Figured that'd be good to help my Zerglings be a little bit better. And I kind of catch him out of position here with my Zerglings. I deal moderate damage to the spawning pool, but I can't quite get it. I'm drawing pressure. And I wasn't really paying attention to what this guy was doing. I didn't realize he had the, lair. I was just kind of playing and fucking around. Yeah, I'm just making Zerglings because I'm a little bit scared of a counterattack, because I saw a lot of Zerglings. I have +1 on the way, though. He doesn't have an Evo chamber. I do. So I got that going for me. Unfortunately, I don't even have a... My layer's not even complete yet. I'm gonna turn this into a sunken colony soon. I should be. Now, Zerglings, as we're gonna see, are fucking badass in Brood War. Look at this shit. Just amazing. And just like in Brood War, a concave makes a huge difference in an engagement. Did I say Brood War? I meant to say Starcraft too. Yeah. I don't know why he's making Scourge. He hasn't even spotted my Spire yet. But, I don't know, maybe it was a misclick or something. Yeah, he's gonna be harassing, and he knows where my stuff is. Yeah, I had my Spire started. I don't think I even realized this is a Spire. The egg morphing thing isn't small like it is in StarCraft 2. So, seeing the cocoon, this thing, it wasn't as obvious, because it looks almost identical to this. So yeah, I haven't really saturated this base, but just having it is nice. And now I know, because my units died to the mutas, I now know the mutas are coming. So I'm trying to get my... Okay, this was a fail. So, in Brood War, this... You know how in StarCraft 2 you can kind of put a spore crawler in the middle of your mineral line? And generally speaking, the drones will get out of your way. Like the AI is designed to do that, for your convenience. Doesn't work like that in this game. Let me turn this down. It's a little bit too loud. Okay, that's a lot better. So, better late than never, I suppose. I do have the spore crawlers on the way, and at this point, I'm panicking. I'm like, oh shit, I don't have anything. What do I do? And yeah, they get that before I can do anything. So now that I know my base is kind of fucked, I decide, well... I'm just gonna try to buy time with my Zerglings. And the way I see it is, either I will kill him with this attack, or I'm at least gonna force his mutas to turn around. And he doesn't really have that many mutas, to be honest. It's only like 3 or 4 or some shit. But yeah, my first goal here, I don't know what I'm doing with these. That must have been an epic fucking misclick. I can't show control groups, which is kind of inconvenient. I note that Blizzard's made a big deal out of, we really want to make this as close to the original as possible, but I don't think UI changes would hurt the game at all. Like, just knowing the control groups for my own sake would be awesome. And yeah, map awareness OP. I just ran past his units. He just ignores mine. That's okay. We're both basically new, so we're like bronze, effectively. I don't think this game even had like silver, gold, plat. It ran on some kind of letter grade system, from what I understand. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, I'm covering a little bit of ground with this. He's not paying attention to that muta, so it's gonna die for no real reason. And as we can see, I get his tech, I get his spire and whatnot. I'm like, hell yeah. His tech's fucked. I don't know he doesn't have these bases. And so I was a little bit scared, like, oh man. It can't be this simple, right? He's gotta have an extra base, because that's usually how it goes in Starcraft, too. This guy should have focused my spawning pull, but it's alright. I think I have +1 now, right? Yeah, I have +1. That is basically 6 damage. And that's a lot of extra damage. Look at the attack speed on these. I can't show it, but you can just kind of tell it's faster. And that's without the crackling upgrade, which I can't see on here because this is in the way. Speaking of UI, I really hope that they at least change how replays work. Like, they give you a lot more control. Oh god. I didn't even know I could do that. Whoopsie. Alright. So, like, what's the... Alright, so I'm running around. Yeah, so I just clean that up. His mutas run. He's like, I don't want that shit, bruh. You ain't leaving your base. But he doesn't have an economy. This is a little bit too far. This was very cheesy, very all-in. Evidently. And yeah, I'm just focusing this. And if we look at the rest of the map, I have this, so there's no fucking way he's touching this. He just doesn't have the supply, or forces, or firepower at all. And here... Yeah, I'm basically gonna kill him by elimination. I'm like, thanks, bruh. It was a fun game, and it really was a fun game. It was a little bit scary. Because, the muta's running around causing trouble. But, you know. Simple game. But, man. My first Starcraft game. I won it too, that's pretty dope. I didn't expect to win a game at all. I was never amazing at the mechanics of this game. I guess maybe decent at best, but yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be trying to do a lot more games. I don't know about recording them, but I'm at least going to play a shit ton of this game now that I have access to it. Basically, they have a public test at the moment. I don't know how long it's going to last. And like I said, it's free. Even, I think the full version is supposed to be free. I don't know. I should do some extra research if I have the time. Or you guys can look it up. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's awesome. It was awesome. This is Moody signing off, guys. See you later. Starcraft hype!